Present. Okay. Hello, my name is Ashley Smart, and I have prepared this presentation to give you an overview of the experience I had while completing the Service Learning Project for HDFS 447. The organization that I decided to work with was Stone Soup. I decided to work with Stone Soup because they simplified what I found to be the most challenging aspect of this project, which was finding the time to fit in volunteering in my schedule. Stone Soup did this by letting myself and all other volunteers pick and choose different dates and times that they can work and kind of incorporate the volunteering into their already set schedule of school or work, whatever it might be. So although finding the right organization for my schedule was less than difficult, it was the biggest challenge or difficulty that I faced. So I want to talk a little bit about who Stone Soup is. Their mission statement is we are a nonprofit, all-volunteer program in Corvallis, Oregon that provides a full meal each day to any person in need. And Stone Soup has been serving Corvallis since 1982 and was officially established in 2013. So where are they located? Stone Soup has two locations. First, St. Mary's. The second is First Christian Church. And the hours of operation of these two locations are different depending on the day and what meal Stone Soup is serving, because Stone Soup serves one hot meal per day, 7 days a week, kind of divided up between these two locations. So here's a look at what St. Mary's looks like. It is located off of Harrison, next to Chimtimany Park. And then we'll look at what First Christian Church looks like. And this one is located in the heart of downtown Corvallis off of Madison Street. So who does Stone Soup serve? A typical visitor is any individual who is hungry and does not have the means to provide themselves of a hot meal. It's important to know that this is not just the homeless. This is any person in any walk of life. Doesn't matter if your race, your age, your gender. They serve everyone. And it's great because Stone Soup serves on average 42,000 hot meals each year. So to access Stone Soup, visitors line up outside of the building and are welcomed in 30 minutes before meals are served. This is so that they can get a cup of coffee, use the restroom, kind of get acclimated to the new environment. And again, everybody is welcome into the building. Stone Soup is funded through local and government support. So local grocery stores and the Lynn Benton Food Share donate food on a regular basis of bread, eggs, food that expires but can still be used. And businesses will donate money to Stone Soup so that they can go out and buy products that are unlikely to be donated, like salt and pepper or seasoning for a meat. The government also steps in and gives Stone Soup a small grant for being an emergency meal site. If this is an organization that sounds exciting to work for or to volunteer with, feel free to email Susan, the volunteer coordinator, at stonesoupinfo@comcast.net. Just kind of write a little bit about yourself, and she'll email you back about the available shifts, and you can go from there and make your schedule for the month. Now I want to take the time and talk about my experience as a volunteer with Stone Soup. So throughout the term, I worked a total of 17 hours between 2 Saturday shifts, 2 Tuesday shifts, and a Sunday shift. On these shifts, there are 3 sections. One is prep, the second is serve, and lastly, we clean up. So when we prep, we're prepping the food, we're cutting up the vegetables and lettuce for some salads, or making gravy for biscuits and gravy. Kind of depends on what meal and what time we're serving the meal at. The dining room needs to be set up with tables and chairs. Salt and pepper needs to be put out, as well as drinks, juice, milk, and water is served So we need to make them and kind of put them out in the cups and have it ready and laid out on a table. The next thing that we do is we serve the food. It's a cafeteria style service, and we serve the food. We ask, would you like this, sir? Would you like this, ma'am? Give them the opportunity or the chance to make a decision on what they're going to eat. And a couple of us have decided to start saying that we serve food, but we also serve smiles, because we've noticed that our cheeks are really sore and kind of numb at the end of the service time, because we're just enjoying the interaction and just smiling and giving off a good environment for our visitors. And lastly, we clean up. The dining room needs to be cleaned and vacuumed, and tables need to get wiped down. The dishware needs to be cleaned, and the utensils need to be put back into their proper locations. And the kitchen also needs to be cleaned. That's sweeping, mopping, wiping down, kind of sanitizing everything, so that the next group to use it, it's ready for them. So who did I work with? I would say that I worked with the average Corvallis citizens, including Mormon missionaries, church elders, businessmen, and surprisingly a lot of Oregon State students who are volunteering on their own time, and it's not required for a class. So through this volunteer experience, I learned a lot. I really learned that it's important to give back to your community, regardless if you're only here for 4 years, and to never judge a book by its cover. I had a lot of people come through that in my mind I was thinking, how are you here? You look like someone who could provide yourself a meal. But I had to take a step back and think, okay, I don't know what their story is, and I need to be open to whatever it might be. I also learned that there are a lot of really great students on Oregon State's campus that give back to the community and are respectful, and knowing that this is a city that's been here for so long, and all of us enjoy giving back to it. So a positive outcome of this experience was really just, like I said, eye-opening. I have found an organization that I feel comfortable and confident in working with for the next couple of years that I'm here. I honestly look forward to my shifts. I think they're great, and I always leave with a little bit more wisdom under my belt. Something that I kind of want to overcome or get better at is my interactions with the visitors who come by, and get to know them more, get to know their names and their stories, and just kind of be more involved in that whole dynamic of giving back to my community. I want to say thank you for watching my presentation. It's been rewarding just being a part of my community, and this whole class I've learned a lot and have picked up a lot of skills and kind of critical thinking capabilities. And so yeah, thank you, and thank you for listening to my presentation. That was perfect. That was fucking perfect.